Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching this. Risco in Tokyo coming at you with some more. I was on the cusp of saying Binding Isaac rep, and unironically, like not even as a joke, that happens sometimes. Well, first off, let me get to the mod view, because that's, you know, you want to be on the mod view. We fought a giant fish robot thing, and then 9S got rocked and disappeared. Basically, that's where we were. Also gold robots, but the gold robots were previous to the fish, so I kind of feel like I should have said that part first. The gold robots sucked and took roughly an hour to fight, and I hated that. Honestly, that was just kind of shite. Plant seeds. Watch out with the plant seeds. Give me crap. I need all the crap in the world, but mostly we need 9S. We're not going to call 9S 9s because we are emotionless machines. Absolutely. You better believe it.
Bunker to 2B.
Yes.
Here. We've got a number of broken down access points on the field. The cause appears to be an EMP attack from a gigantic machine life form. If you encounter any offline access points, please repair them for us.
Understood.
Yeah, okay, but we could do that. That seems like it would be a good idea for us to do. I don't know when I don't know when the cutoff is for this story. So I don't know when we're gonna do the cleanup for all of the... Hi, Brain Meats. Hello, would you like to work with us? I don't know when we're gonna do the cleanup for side quests and stuff, but we are gonna want to do the cleanup, I think. Just so there's less kind of crap to deal with when we move into the other storylines. Also, we're fucking level 20 billion here now, so... Okay, maybe not 20 billion, but we are over-leveled for the Junkulons that we fight here, so... They're fucked, basically. I don't know if they realize that they're fucked, but they're fucked. Junkulons! These things are level... Oh shit, I killed a moose! Oh god, I am so sorry, moose. I am honestly so very sorry. I killed the... I didn't kill that moose, but I could have, and I would have felt really bad about that.
Access point repairs complete.
Because I like the moose. Moose, I'm sorry. I'm not going to ride you. I understand that you're scared of me now. The moose is frightened of us, and it should be, because we are harrowing world destroyers or moose destroyers, and that's not good. You don't want to fuck with your moose. Hello, Velociraptor. Are you ready to get fucked? Because you're getting fucked. Oh, it's floppable! I know, right? I just want to be like, don't be in the way. But you can't, they don't know. They don't understand. Indeed. I mean, what kind of jerk just goes out and tries to kill the moose? I think we might have tried to kill a boar last time, but I think it was like required for story. Floppable, how you doing tonight? I hope that life is treating you very, very well. Hope it's not giving you any more stress than you feel like you can deal with. Wow, that guy just completely did a whole thing right in our face. That sucked. Alice! I finished listening to your podcast, Alice. Also, Alice, hope that you are doing very well. Hope that life is very stressful. Oh, it's Emil's truck. I'd meant to... And I didn't, so, you know, saying that I meant to do something and then I hadn't done is kind of bullshit, but I had meant to catch up with you a little bit since the last stream. I did like the podcast very much, and the, I'm trying to remember which one, there's Operation Avalanche and there's like Moonwalker. Was that it? But the one that was, you said that looked like it had been filmed in the actual 60s, sounded like it'd be quite interesting to actually watch. Flopple says, MLK had a sick day yesterday, but my partner and I watched anime and shifted to them showing me Gravity Falls once I stopped being able to focus on subtitles, and better the day though. It was comfy and relaxing when unwell. I'm glad at least that you were able to rest up and heal. Your partner sounds wonderful, and watching anime and Gravity Falls sounds like a hoot. I have not watched Gravity Falls, but everything I've seen about it seems to make it sound like there was a lot of speculative language in there, but everything I've seen about it makes it sound like something that I would really enjoy. Operation Avalanche. Okay. I'd never seen Gravity Falls. It's one of their favorite shows, though. It just looks... It looks neat and weird and goofy. And kind of slightly dark, kind of slightly cute.
Welcome!
Have you ever watched Hilda? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say no just because I don't recognize the name. But it doesn't mean that I haven't. Give me 1 second. Let me just see if I can't get like an image from it. No, I have not. But this is, it looks like it's a 2021 gem, so I would not have had access to it. Do you recommend it? Because if you recommend it, I could give it a look, or at least try to give it a look.
Thanks, friendo!
Thanks, friendo! It's an animated show from Norway based on comics that is like Gravity Files, but with Norse myths. It's really good. That sounds quite interesting. I think that would be something that would be up my alley. I've got this like ever-expanding pile of media that I would like to get a look at, and then I don't ever really have the chance. So it just gets bigger and bigger every day. Eventually something is going to need to be done. Like, I'm gonna have to take a couple months and just sit down with it. I have no restorative items. Everything is pain. Wait, but this terminal is blue? So that means it's not online. It's not offline. I have an eternal backlog in all mediums. That is such a mood. Like, that is such an incredible mood. I've got a list. When I first found the redacted site, and I wrote up a list, I went through the entire site, and made up a list of, like, every frickin' horror movie that I wanted to watch on it. And I maybe got like 10 of them scratched off before the site stopped working, and I was very displeased by that. I was not pleased. Pleased would not be the word that I would use. It was just so unfair. I was right in the middle of watching Mausoleum with a very young Bill Paxton. And Bill Paxton playing, like, the most 80s nerd. Just a total 80s nerd character. It was very bizarre. I think it was actually pre-Terminator Bill Paxton, like maybe one of his first roles. The movie was, even though the start was absolutely wild, it quickly devolved into one of the most boring things I'd ever watched, and I hated it. And it was bizarre because every part of the movie, if I tried to describe it, would sound interesting from how just completely off the wall it was, but the way that they actually put it together was so dull. Like there were like killer undertakers who dressed up like Fester from the Addams Family, but not Fester from the Addams Family movie, Fester from the Addams Family TV show. And there was also like, there was a sex cult, and there was a weird lady who was just mercilessly gaslighting her daughter for no reason at all. To like maybe hide the fact that she'd killed her husband, but also maybe the fact that the husband was still alive. Which mausoleum was a part of? Oh wait, hold on a second. That's like 90% of those Video Nasty movies, which mausoleum was a part of. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, like a lot of them do work out to be kind of boring in the end, but this was exquisitely so. And I hated it, but I just wanted to finish it to have it off the list. Because I watched it as a child, and I remembered nothing of it, and this is pretty much why. Flopple says, oh my god, those movies are the worst. Films that sound utterly goddamn ridiculous are awesome, but are they just dreary and tedious through and through? It's a mood. Driller Killer's kind of fun. God. I haven't watched Driller Killer since I was a kid. Which sounds like my parents were extremely negligent, and I don't think that was the case. But I did have far more of a run of the video store than was probably advisable for a child. Flubble says, when I was in a bad movie night group, so many films had us going, oh my god, get to the gore already. Mood? Mausoleum is awful too, because it starts with just this, not like a great kill, but at least like it's definitely like a kill. And then it just kind of, there's a sequence where they just drive around for a while, and they go to a roller derby, and there's, it's honestly like a 3-minute sequence at this roller derby for no fucking reason at all. Just like, we're gonna have a roller derby, and you're just gonna see these side characters that are never gonna show up again. One of them looks like a vampire LARPer, and even worse, looks kind of like a vampire LARPer that I knew. Alice is still funny to me how Abel Ferrara went from making B-list horror schlock to like getting movies shown at Cannes with Willem Dafoe. Was he involved with Lighthouse? The only Ferrara I can think of, like right off the top of my dome piece, is Miguel Ferrara, who was in he was in RoboCop, among of many things. He was kind of like a skeezy, sketchy character actor, but I really, really loved him. He was in The Stand, and he played He played Lloyd Henry in The Stand. And he's like the best part of that miniseries. He was the driller guy, and he did Bad Lieutenant and the 90s Body Snatchers. Oh my god, the 90s Body Snatchers that movie's a lot. And I kinda love it. Yeah, there he is. Oh my god, this guy looks, in some of his black and white pictures, just like the dude from the Greasy Strangler, and I hate that so much. That's like so wrong. The 90s Body Snatchers is, honestly though, is pretty good. As far as unnecessary remakes of 50s films, you know, when I think about it, and like, I say unnecessary remakes of 50s films, but like, The Blob is king tier. Cronenberg's Fly is you know, absolute classic. Body Snatchers is schlocky, but it's actually like pretty good. It's pretty creepy. It's got Meg Tilly in a fabulous role with a absolute perfect line delivery in her zombie form. Like, is it great? Is it blob tier or fly tier? No, absolutely not. But, you know, it's there. You've got Carpenter's Thing, which is incomparable. With the script by Larry Cohen of It's Alive and the Stuff fame. Why did I never put together the fact that Larry Cohen did both It's Alive and the Stuff? Because I knew both of those facts in complete isolation. And for some reason, like, my brain meats never said, oh yeah, they're the same. But the intro song to the 50s Blob is so much better. 80s Blob would be perfection if it had that. Oh, crumbs, 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 crumbs. Man, you know, Automata, could you fuck off? Seriously. Yeah, he also wrote MCOP 1 and 2. I love the Beware of the Blob song, Floppable, but I don't know if it would, not to make a pun, but I don't know if it would have gelled with the vibe of the 80s Blob. Like, I feel like the 80s Blob is leaving like, there's humor in the 80s Blob, and it has a certain amount of self-awareness to it. Like, particularly like in the movie theater scene, but also I feel like there's like a lot of setup in there that's like, yeah, we know we're a monster movie, let's not take it too seriously, but it still does take itself seriously in a way that I feel like the 50s movie doesn't. Also, Hive, it is wonderful to see you tonight. I hope that you're doing very, very well. I hope that life is being very kind to you. There was something that
I'm looking for something
wanted to tell you, and now I completely do not remember what it is.
Oh, you must mean the one
It'd be totally dissonant, but I love a little bit of tonal fuckery.
You should see some red-haired androids over there. Try talking to them.
Kronos!
Those twins, yes?
Kronos, it is wonderful to see you! I hope that you're doing very, very well. Don't feel bad about sleeping, by the way. I understand that. It happens. It's cool. But it is really, really good to see you. I'm so sorry that I haven't finished the video, because I'm torn. This is going to sound completely like a me problem, because it totally is a me problem, but I'm very torn by the direction and presentation that I want to do. And I'm just like, I haven't been able to sit down with it, but I will. Like, it will be done in September. I promise that. And I did get the set finished in August, so that's kind of okay. Hive, I'm very glad to hear that you're doing okay. That makes me quite happy. I'm on the fence to loop back to something that Flopple had mentioned about dissonance. Like, I feel like a little bit on the fence with that, because I kind of feel like if a movie's gonna do dissonance like that, like, it's kind of gotta own it. And some movies it works for, and some movies, like, it really doesn't. And I'm not super sure if it would have worked with The Blob. Alice, is a thing I recently thought of is that due to HBO Max Chaos, the announced like 2017 MCOP remake by Nicholas Winding Refn, that was Winding Refn. Is that part of his name? That was a TV show is probably cancelled. That's probably good news. And they also weren't going to be able to have Zadar or Bruce Campbell for it, so that's like not going to work. Oh, you're talking about the LBP video. I thought you meant the one that I sent earlier. I love the video that you sent earlier, Kronos. Although, like I said, I don't know exactly what, like, thesis that you were trying to examine. But I thought it was a really good video. That one, that was no problem. Hive says Rebuild 2 tries to do it like 3 times with children's choirs singing over horrible violence. Okay, gotcha. No problem on your end, Alice. I just wanted to make sure. I just completely slammed my microphone. Sorry about that, because I'm talking with my hands. Because I'm really excited, and I don't know why. Probably because I had coffee. I just wanted to make sure that I was reading it right. And Hives is director of Valhalla Rising and Drive, and Only God Forgives. Isn't Drive... Isn't that like a... Is that the Nicolas Cage one? Oh wait, no, the Nicolas Cage one is Drive Angry, right? Also, funny thing, the newest batch of JoJo episodes dropped the other day. I only knew about this because of YouTube spoiler videos. Way to go, Netflix. Way to go. Also, like... Kiss my sweet white ass, Netflix? But only metaphorically. Drive is Gosling, I think. Have we not had enough Ryan Gosling yet? I feel like we... Blade Runner, like, 2049 should have really filled us to the brim with Gosling. Where... A pair of red-haired androids. He's the guy that dies every minute. We haven't because the flavor of the week is Chris Pratt. I hate that. I hate everything about that sentence. Even though you are probably correct.
What do you want? Easy, Devila. There's no need to be so confrontational. And you don't have to trust every idiot that wanders by. I'm sorry about that. Can we help you?
I need a scanner that can detect faint black box signals.
Yeah. I was tinkering with something like that a little while back. Here, if you want it, it's all yours.
How lucky
Chip
for
should help
us.
with your search. Once you install it, it can detect black box signals, quest objects, all manner of things.
We gotta get
You'll
like
hear
a
sound
like a
whenever it
chipset
finds it.
upgrade or
And
something.
if it ever bugs you too much, you can always pop it back out. Let us know if there's anything else you need from us.
Because we've only got so much
And
space for
don't think
chips.
This makes us friends. Oh,
He has a moment where he talks about only watching short movies because he's only alive for 27 minutes. I mean, that is a problem. Quill! It is wonderful to see you, Quill, and congratulations on getting your, congratulations on getting the onigiri stuff to work. I actually did talk to Honey Bunny today, but, it's a lot, and I don't know 100% if I want to unpack it on stream. But it became a lot before I had a chance to ask her about proper rice procedures, so... Yeah, there's that. But I'm glad that you were able to get it on your own. And hopefully I'll be able to talk to her again soon. But also a lot. God, I hate that. Why does everything have to be so difficult? How do we upgrade? Rice procedures come after anything important. I mean, they do. But I also had said that I would ask, and I do kind of want to be able to put a bow on that. But things got kind of like... It's a long story. Maybe... Not tonight's stream, but maybe the next stream. I need to unpack it a little bit. Wait, there was buffering. I heard an upgrading question. I forgot how we get more space for plug-in chips. From 2021 to 2024, Chris Pratt has and will be in the Tomorrow War, Jurassic Park Dominion, Thor Love and Thunder, the Guardians of the Galaxy Hollywood Special, the Mario movie, the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Garfield. Well, they've got like, because Thor hangs out with the Guardians in Love and Thunder, so yeah, he's in there too. The shop that sells pod programs, right? Which shop? This is the weapons upgrade guy. This is the one that does the pod stuff, I think. He's in there for a bit and then they bugger off. I actually forgot that he was in Guardians. I keep on forgetting that X is not the dealie. It is in fact O. Right, so it's not this guy. The shop should be the right of Devil and Popla. Oh, maybe it's this one. I got a call this morning for a teaching shift that was coincidentally at the school I would be doing my service at this afternoon. So I taught for the first time in ages, then walked straight into the main job. This is good. Wait, my right, their left. Okay, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. Oh, we don't have enough crap to actually do the upgrades, so there's that. Buy... Oh shit! We get like +8 storage and shit. Why? 5,000, 5,000, 10,000? Like, why does it... What? What the fuck ever, we'll just buy what we can right now. I gave that one goofy robot all my money for an investment, now I have no money. I forgot he was also an angry, bland, former Navy SEAL in 8 episodes of TV in 2022 as well. Does TV even still exist? I mean, I know it does, and yet it doesn't feel like it, if that makes any sense at all. This would be a support, right? Auto attack, XP up, drop rate, moving speed. Outside of America, TV is still king. I mean, I guess it is here. I don't really pay attention to any of it. I don't remember the last time like I've actually sat down and watched my own TV. Like, streaming is still mostly an obscure thing for most people in Europe, unless you're in the UK. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I did notice, like, streaming... Maybe this is a different thing? Is it a pod program? Oh, yeah, okay. Then I completely fudged that. It wasn't a TV channel thing. Gotcha. But that does mean we have more room for chips, so let's... Hurt things? I want to increase my hurt. I would like to put hurt on things. That's a lot. The Zero Dark 30 experience sure is paying dividends. Wait, was Chris Pratt in Zero Dark 30? What, for real?
I picked up a response on the scanner.
Damn, that was quick. He was part of SEAL Team 6, yes. That means nothing to me. I mean, it's not your fault, but it still means nothing to me. I think I might have made as much working today as my whole week of working afternoons. Fuck yeah! That's slick. We are very much here for that.
This might be useful.
Search target 9S was caught in a large explosion over the water. Proposal.
The people who killed Bin Laden.
9S should commence
Okay.
in a flooded region.
Got it.
That makes 100% perfect sense.
It's funny. You're oddly chatty today.
Affirmative. As a support unit, I am capable of engaging in conversation as necessary. Proposal. 2B should initiate conversation more frequently.
Proposal denied.
Damn, 2B. You ain't gotta be like that. Your pod requires love and care as well. 2B thinks she's just so fucking cool. We gotta go to water. Time to do an edited of Chris Pratt in Zero Dark 30, where with the also cursed "We Got Him" clip from the newsroom. And he was still the goofy one, which is interesting because he's one of the very, 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 very few bits of attempted levity in that movie. I mean, it doesn't really seem like a movie that would lend itself to levity. I kind of feel like that's, you know... I mean, I guess you could levity it up, but it would just be kind of weird. Hey, Danger Noodles! Are you gonna kick my ass? They probably will. I should not even fuck with them, to be honest. Because the Danger Noodles always kick my ass. But they are also fucking cool, and I like them, so... Danger Noodle! Slipping in and out of space and time. It's a movie that opens with the actual recordings of calls from the World Trade Center after they were hit, so you know, it's still that kind of movie. Wow. Choices were made, and I hate that for us. Danger Noodle, I can't engage with you unless you come down here. Not now, Emil. Honestly. I love you, but still. No. I should pray and I should continue. Give me all your junk. I need your junk. And here, junk meaning actual garbage, not like a Midwestern slang for your batch. And in case batch is not a phrase that's used in your area, you could also use the word area. It's also a movie where, if I recall correctly, either someone who was from the former CIA or former military advisor said it was irresponsible for suggesting that torture gave actionable intel. So, you know, it's also that kind of movie. It sounds like trash, honestly. And a movie that I am okay with not having any knowledge of. The drill snakes are fab, but I cannot hit the fucking thing. It just does what a Danger Noodle does. But if I wanted that, I could watch Nightcrawler's Hive. And see more of like Jake Gyllenhaal just being gross. Because I'm pretty sure that he's settled into the role that he was born for, which is being gross. Danger Noodles! This Danger Noodle apparently doesn't care. This Danger Noodle's like, just sure, shoot me. See if I fucking care. I just ignore them unless I had no choice. They're nightmare opponents without laser or laser pod or 9S. I do have laser pod, I think. I mean, I've got whatever the first your starting pod is. Oh right, but now I'm using sensors, so okay, I guess we just let them go. Have fun, Danger Noodles. I love you. Oh, the attack and not the skill. Is that the one that you've got a fish for? Because there was a pod that we were supposed to fish for that I did not because I had no patience for it. Nightcrawler at least posits that ambulance chasing for the news is morally bad. This is true. This is true. They do make a point. Well, we gotta go that way anyways for the search for 9S, so we could do a little bit of fishing. now that NieR Automata has been on... NieR Automata's on PC, right? So there should be a mod for NieR Automata that puts like the fish fear me, women also fear me hat for 2B while she fishes. It's coming for Switch soon. I've heard that, and I cannot see how that is gonna work. If they manage to make it work, like, more power to them. Nightcrawler left me extremely cold. I don't remember it leaving me much of anything beyond... Wow, is Jake Gyllenhaal just, like, genetically predisposed to playing gross people? And that's not, like, really his fault. You know, he just... seems like... Maybe he's a modern-day Bela Lugosi, where he's just gonna be typecast into these kind of roles. And that's kind of shitty for him if that's the case. But... he just inhabits them so well. Wearing an enormous top hat with an exhaustive list of animals and demographics that fear me. I love that, Quill. And I support that for you. Bayonetta's on Switch, no, and NieR A is hardly their most technically demanding game. That's a point. Does this mean he should play Dracula? I mean, Is Dracula just, like, creepy, though? Is he gross? Does he make your skin crawl just by thinking of him? Because I saw Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula, and it has issues. But none of those issues have anything to do with Gary Oldman, or Gary Oldman's Dracula. NieR Automata is far more technically demanding than Bayonetta. Maybe not gross, but he's creepy. That's fair. Kronos, question. This is where we fish to get the laser pod, right? It's like off this pier. But yeah, but Hive, like, Bayonetta 1 is what, 10 years older than NieR Automata? It doesn't seem like it's 100% fair to compare the two. I can't see where my pod went, so I can't see that if it's actually gone in the water.
No response.
I need to cast it where I can see it. Also reminds me that the Renfield movie with Cage Dracula is a thing that's coming next year. What? Wait, what? That's a thing?
Hypothesis. Garbage.
It's not garbage, it's a machine head. Have you never listened to Bush? The band, and not the president? Or former president? Not either former... Oos! Oos! Oos!
Caught a pod?
Hypothesis. The owner discarded this pod and left it in safe mode. Motives unknown.
That took like all of 5 minutes!
Try to overwrite the original owner ID.
Oh, yes you did! Yes you did! Yes you did! Alice,
Access
I remember
granted.
and I apologize.
Previous owner ID successfully overwritten. Special weaponry now available.
It was you! It was you! We still need to be, like, using this pod for a little bit at least, because... Oh, it's a corpse. Love that for us. Have you seen a twink? Excuse me, Yodoha soldier, but have you seen a twink? Get away from me. I don't like the look of you. Okay, look. Look, we are wearing a fetching pink bow that clearly shows that we are a non-aggressor. Now, we are also wearing a giant fucking sword that clearly says we are an aggressor, so there's, you know, an issue there. That's the one I was thinking of, Hive. Fish fear me, women fear me. Men turn their eyes away from me as I walk. As I walk, no beast dares make a sound in my presence. I am alone on this barren earth. I love that. I love that. No, stay away, I hate you, I hate you. Erg! Grr, arg. God damn it, Joss Whedon. I mean, not for any particular reason right now, but just in general, just god damn it, Joss Whedon. You can apply different pod programs to separate pods. Honestly, like, I don't remember the nuances of how that works, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. But I am stuck with using the scanner at the moment, just for this bit of goofiness. At least until we get to the Block City. I think that's the next big thing, is Block City. I forgot to mention this earlier, but I watched with Ludo yesterday Song of the Sword, which is a low-budget fantasy movie with a zero budget, shot and made in Kansas, that was only shown on public access TV once. That's... like, that sounds like quite a lineage. One of the best jokes in The Boys, in my opinion, was about a Joss Whedon rewrite of an awful fan in-universe film. Is The Boys, like, I feel like I've asked this before, but, like, is there... I don't even know how to ask this question. Like, is The Boys worth watching? I guess that's just how to ask it. Because it feels like an edgy take on Superman, which is something that's been so done that I just don't really know where you go with it anymore. Also, if you change the current pod skill long enough, the skill will fire twice in exchange for a longer cooldown. Okay. I hear you have to crack open a cold one to watch The Boys. Well, seeing as I'm not drinking anymore, then I'm kind of fucked. Unless the cold one can be a cold orange juice, in which case I'm okay. Also, really didn't like that dream last night. That was not a great one. Didn't like it. Not fun. The Boys is very content warning, all of them, but it's genuinely good all up. A lot of it is very scathing of the political far right, in my opinion. Okay. Like, I don't know. It's weird, because, like, if you sit me down with just, like, an 80s gore fest that's not trying to do anything besides be a gore fest, it's like, I'm super down with it. Like, oh yeah, absolutely. Gore in service to something, if it can pull it off, I'm also super down with. But, like, gore in service to something that just fucks it up, it leaves me absolutely cold. Like, most of Preacher, although Preacher's not, like, Preacher has gore bits, but it's not, like, super gory. But most of Preacher just leaves me just utterly cold. Like, I wanted to punt Preacher into the sun by the end of the first trade paperback. The Boys comics is truly horrible, but the show is like, it's edgy sometimes, but it has a heart, and its earnestness is often in a way that softens the edges. That's interesting. Jesse Gender has 2 very good videos on it. I might watch those. Because I don't, like, really care about spoilers, and I think I'm already pretty well spoiled for the, like, the thumbnail of the plot, so that's not really going to bother me too much. Hive says, the Boys' edgy take on Superman is more what if, instead of Ma and Pa Kent, Superman was raised by a pharmaceutical corporation who made him and is in cahoots with the Nazis and only uses him publicly for their as publicity for pharmaceuticals. And so he's a giant man-child looking for affection that no one is giving him, since he's basically just a walking advertisement. You know, I thought that was... I'm gonna double back around to what you had said, Hive. But quick to Alice, I thought that was the case, but I always get, Morrison and Ennis mixed up. And I can never remember which one has done what, especially post my being in the US. So that makes a lot of sense. And I remember reading about the comic when the comic was current, and it just sounded ragingly awful. So that all dovetails. Although it sounds a little bit from what Floppable and Hive, and also what you had said a little bit earlier, that the show has managed to do something a little bit more than... more than the source material? That's the word I want. Words? I do them. I'm professional words. What's going on with you, mate? Hey, do you have a membership card? Membership card? Oh, this is the DLC thing. Can't let anyone in here if they don't have a membership card. The Boys of Superman has some amazing facial expressions. He looks like he's about to cry in every waking moment. It's great. I see the one that, like, shows up in the memes all the time. That, like... He's got that, like... He's got this kind of, oh, I fucked up look that bleeds into, oh, they're praising me, but still has, like, an edge of, but I also fucked up to it. That is certainly something out of context. Hive says that it has heart from what I've heard, but it's still spending time with a number of reprehensible characters doing reprehensible things. And Flopple says Homelander's actor is genuinely good at being extremely off-putting and uncomfortable. I told you to scram! You're not getting in here without a membership card. I'm not paying this dude shit. The best way to summarize the comic is that it's basically a screed against fictional people who don't exist. It's a book where Innes revels in his hatred of superheroes that contradicts his politics and other stuff from his other writing in the name of owning the superheroes that is utterly bizarre. He's just... There's... I don't know, there's a lot. Innes is a lot. Innes? I don't, like, want to mispronounce his name. I'm certainly not trying to on purpose, but I'm not sure if it's a hard E or a soft one. But, like, he's got, like, ideas in Preacher about, like, manhood and what manhood's supposed to look at that feels like he's running with very uncritically and that are really kind of gross. Isn't, Ennis the dude who wrote an incredibly compassionate take on Superman? I think so. Which is what makes some of his, like, his looks at Superman kind of weird. Now, I'm getting beeps, but I don't know where I'm getting beeps from. But not the beeps from, questionable content. Completely different beeps. Yeah, whereas the TV show is a show that rips into right-wing politics in a way that acknowledges that it's often the systems at fault, not just bad individuals.
Thank you.
We are currently searching for a missing Yorha unit, designation 9S. Should you possess any
Which is, like, I feel like it's a
Please.
conversation that is late in coming, but really needs to get here. Like, looking at these problems from a far more systemic
explosion
fashion, as
fine.
opposed to focusing on like, oh, this bad person or that bad
I'll
person,
take my
or
best guess at a
like
landing spot
racism
and
being an
transfer the
individual
data to
thing
you.
that you can just kind of like
Thank you.
teach
You should
individuals
stay
out
here
of
until the rescue team arrives.
to take one look
Target location
or
data
one tack.
obtained. Marking on
Al
map.
said he wrote a very good combo with Superman and comic. He said that he only likes 3 superheroes: Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman, and the rest he heavily dislikes. I guess. I suppose. Homelander's arc also charts a person's slow indoctrination into Nazism while trying to search for human connection. Oh, we're gonna fall in the soup. We're gonna fall in the soup! God damn it! We fell in the soup. Oh good, we didn't lose our chips. I thought that was a chip losing thing. Alright, where the fudge? I didn't pay attention. This is one of those things that, like, we play more serious games and it kind of screws up because, like, I do not pay attention to the story at all. Because I'm bouncing around off of chat my own brain needs. The Boys is often very jokey, but it becomes deadly serious when it shows the alt-right pipeline in the intro for an episode. It knows when to be serious. This is interesting. It's making it sound at least more like something that would be worthwhile giving a little bit of a shot to. You played it already, so it's less jarring in this case? Oh no, I mean, I am glad that I played NieR previous to streaming it. I'm glad that we didn't go in this purely fresh, because this just kind of like highlights an issue that I have with streaming. It's a good issue, it's a fun issue to have, but it's like I never give things the focus that they probably deserve. And with games like Resident Evil, things like that, it's not like really a big deal. We kind of skip out a little bit on some of the plotline of Evil Within 2, because mostly it's just goofing around anyways. But I am glad that I got to experience this on my own, previous to, like, experiencing it with everyone. Quill said, ask some kids what superpowers they'd like to have, just to live with, not as superheroes or villains. 2 mentioned powers that could eliminate COVID specifically was quite the insight to how the pandemic's affected him. Yeah. Seconding what Floppable said. It's going to be... Interesting is not really the term that I want here, but it feels like, and maybe it feels this way a little bit more being in Japan, and where it doesn't seem like the media has engaged at all with COVID, but it does feel like there's a lot of avoidance of looking at COVID and what it's meant in, like, movies and stuff. But it's going to be a thing, I think, when the kids who are young now are media making age and seeing how this period has affected them and how they bring that out in the work that they do. Quill said one wanted the power to eliminate any disease from existence just by snapping their fingers. Thanos never thought of that shit, did he? Fucking jackass that he was. The next generation of filmmakers is going to be processing a lot of trauma from this event. Yes. Yes. I wish folks that were doing media projects, like larger media projects now, were more willing to engage with it, like, now? it feels very weird, like you'll watch a trailer for a movie or something. Oh, Spuns! Buns, it is wonderful to see you. I hope that you're doing very, very well tonight. I hope that life is not giving you any more stress than you feel like you're capable of dealing with. Currently searching for 9S and talking media, which is basically, like, let's be honest, 99% of what we almost always do, except for the searching for 9S thing. We don't really do that very often. And to loop a little bit, you're right, Hive, that we are still getting movies with 9/11 imagery, but I don't know. Like, I feel like let me take a second to think about how I want to put this. I feel like COVID has affected things in a much more broadly visible fashion, if that makes sense. And I don't know precisely that it does, but it feels like it should be, at least there should be visual shorthand for kind of addressing that, yes, this is a thing. Because it makes real-world settings, quote-unquote real-world settings, in fiction that take place, like, 2020 or post, it makes them look completely unreal. Oh, Sluto, are you here as well? Hold on a second. Let me, actually, you know what? Because we're getting to a hour point. Let me quick read up, see the things that I missed, and then I might do a quick bio break and make myself a little bit of coffee and sit down and chat with a cigarette, and then we'll continue on. Alice says we kind of have had a recent string of COVID media, but it's all been very cursed. I mean, that's actually okay. There is one media group that I feel like is engaging with COVID, and I really wish it wasn't, and those are like the anti-vaxxers who make their own self-budgeted movies about how, like, COVID has brought in the evil regime of, like, leftist Nazis or something. Because I know there's a couple of movies out like those. Cronus says, well, not quite the same. It reminds me of JoJo Part 8, where the premise takes place not long after 2011. The 2011 Tohoku earthquake. That did knock a lot of things into a hat. Kronos, I remember that was one of the reasons, although I think, as an aside, another reason was that it wasn't performing very well. It was one of the reasons that Dead Man Wonderland got a preemptive bow tied on it. Because, like, that's the inciting incident, is like a major massive earthquake that hits Tokyo, and how that affects Japan. Hive says 9/11 has had deep, far-reaching consequences that we're still grappling with, and it's kind of scary to think about how so. There was a movie on Netflix that was inspired by how Jurassic World Domination was the first movie to restart production after COVID-19. It's called The Bubble. It's not good. Floppable vaguely, but, I mean, that was like, it's 21 years ago, Floppable. It was a whole birth to drinking age period of time for me when I've determined that I can forget things within 30 seconds. Like, literally, I can forget things that I've said within 30 seconds. I have this on timer. I have actual proof. I hate it. Alice says, God, haven't thought about Dead Man Wonderland in a long time. I'm so sorry to remind you, Alice. I am so deeply, deeply sorry. Because Dead Man Wonderland is a lot. It's a lot, and I love it, but I hate it also, because it's so bad. Hive says it's a movie about people trying to make a sequel to an effects-heavy movie about dinosaur-like creatures while maintaining COVID-19 protocols. That sounds awful. I'm so sorry. Floppable and Quill, I am so sorry. Yes, I have, Alice. I've read... Okay. Okay, shame. Time for shame. But I not only have read the manga for Dead Man Wonderland, but I, in fact, owned the entirety of the manga. Okay? So, you know... Yeah. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like you said the other day, Floppable, I am honestly an open book. But that doesn't mean I am incapable of feeling shame. It's, oh my god, Floppable! Oh my god! I feel like I should dig up. There's one of the VODs, and it's an old VOD, and I'm not going to tell you to go searching for it, because, like, there's too many VODs that I have, but, like, there's a couple of old VODs where we just, like, deeply dig into how fucked up Mirai Nikki is, and it's a lot. Dead Man Wonderland to me is kind of like the manga/anime equivalent of Dawn of the Dead by Snyder, in that, like, I despise it, and it's fractally bad, but I can also just get my teeth into it and just, like, gnaw on how bad it is for probably actual hours. Mirai Nikki is a lot. It's a lot. It's so much of a lot. Cronus says I didn't watch either Dead Man nor Mirai Nikki, but I did watch Guilty Crown, so I didn't walk out entirely unscathed. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend either of them, Kronos, but if it was the choice between, like, shooting yourself in the foot or shooting yourself in the shoulder, I would choose Dead Man Wonderland over Mirai Nikki. Because Mirai Nikki's got, like... It has issues, and it also has subscriptions. It's so bad. Hive says Dawn of the Dead by Zack Snyder is interesting, if only to see a movie that was made by someone who did not know what he was doing to the point that he shot the movie chronologically. Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! He makes movies like I make my fucking show! Oh my god! Okay. High School of the Dead, all of these things were at the same fucking time, and I hate it. Like, what was going on in manga that all these things needed to exist? Nikki's an anime where the protagonist goes from crying constantly to decapitating children within the span of one episode. This is true. The anime about two Vatican priests who are extremely gay-coded solving fake miracles? Wait, what? What? Wait, Alice, what? High School of the Dead, like, okay. High School of the Dead should be much better than it is. Like, it has high intensity, it's very cinematic, it leans so hard into its bit. The characters are periodically likable, or about as likable as you could probably expect from it. It's kind of an interesting take in that it is doing like a high-octane, high-violence zombie take in a Japanese setting, and playing it pretty close to Romero rules, which I thought was fairly interesting. It is, however, unfortunately, from my perspective, one, it is extremely horny. And I'm okay with extremely horny, but it's literally a show about high school students, so like that's a lot for me. It's one of the reasons why I really bounce on and off of Mother's Basement really hard, because like he's like, it's extremely horny and that's great, and I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Second, what Quill has said is unrepentant propaganda for the Japanese ultra-right, and that's like a big thing. I don't know like how, because I've never read it outside of the context of being in Japan, so I don't know like how obvious it is as outside of that context, but it's very hard right, and that's like really pretty gross. So Vatican Miracle Examiner is the anime that Alice was talking about. That sounds way better than any of the anime that we're talking about now. Honestly. He hasn't seen Dog Days, the Neko Navy of anime? What? Kronos, what anime is so good that you could compare it to Neko Navy? Wait, Hive, what are you saying what about? Like, are you saying what about what I was saying about Mother's Basement talking about High School of the Dead, or are you saying what about okay, good. Actually, though, I do really need to bio break for a second here, so I'm gonna let y'all talk about anime and manga, and both Hive and Kronos are here, so I have no worries about it. Okay, so that they are really straight up obvious and unmissable about it. I gotta do it. Let's go. Let's go? That's not the words I wanted. I'm gonna go to the fucking bathroom. Alright, I am back. And I should I, like... Should I even scroll up? Did I... What, I'm just like... Automat's a homophobe. What is Automat doing these days? Extremely Gay was caught twice. What the fuck? Vatican miracle oh, there's too much. I can't get all this. Vatican gets tired of people saying fake things or miracles, so they get two guys who are extremely gay for each other to solve so-called fake miracles. That does sound like a fun premise. There's no show. Ludo, did I miss you coming in? Ludo, if I missed you coming in, I'm so sorry. I hope that you're doing very well. I finished watching your podcast today. Hopefully that there's no stress going on in your life that's caused by my watching your podcast. Or listening to it. And I enjoyed it a lot. I was telling Alice that I enjoyed the podcast, and I'm actually kind of interested in Operation Avalanche. I hate that I've watched and read both Elfenlied anime and manga. Okay. I haven't, so I'm not sure why that you hate about... why you hate that? Automata is a homophobe, by the way. Automata is straight up queer mystic. It's in the so bad it's silly category. Oh, so bad silly it's great. I love that. I still don't know what Dog Days is, but you probably answered that, because I'm like way back in the conversation. Quill has to destroy a large chunk of anime knowledge with a laser? Yeah, but Quill, if you destroy a large chunk of your anime knowledge with a laser, then that means that you'll be forced to re-experience that anime knowledge, and I don't, like, do you really want that? Do you really want to walk into it unexpecting again? Once is enough, wouldn't you say? No! If I destroy a large chunk of my anime knowledge with a laser, maybe I'll be happy. Like, see, Hive, I don't see how this works out for you. I don't see how this works out for anybody. Also, I don't see how to get to that place that they want us to go, because I wasn't paying attention. And that's okay. Maybe we gotta go like the backdoor route. I want to know who put up all these damn scaffoldings, honestly. Look, I gotta get over there. Oh, that's why. I forgot the first episode of Fortnite Kamen Rider show is out now. Wait, what? There's a Fortnite Kamen Rider show? What? What? I mean, I guess this... I mean, you had Kamen Rider Trains, you had Kamen Rider Fruit, you had Kamen Rider Pirates, so sure, a Fortnite Kamen Rider show. I thought the slave thing with isekais was mostly some excuse for pseudo-S&M relationships, but I haven't seen or read a lot of isekais, so it's probably worse. Oh, it's worse. It's super worse. I don't engage much at all with isekai, and I'm mostly okay with that because most of my knowledge is kind of to the side of it, and it all just sounds incredibly gross. But I do have a soft spot for, like, inconsequential isekai, I guess. Like, at least the concepts of them, where it'll be like, oh, you're an isekai, but all you do is you just run in izakaya. You know, there's no real big adventures or anything, you just run in izakaya. The Fruit Kamen Rider is the Kamen Rider I've seen. That was when my nephew was young, so I got to watch that one, and it's a lot of fun. The writers listed Fortnite for inspiration. That's very weird. Also, I think like we're totally in the wrong place. Isekai is a thing I would watch. Like, I think there's a couple of them, actually. Where the fuck am I supposed to be going? Like, I honestly have no... Only if it's called Izakaya. You just want something that's roughly difficult to save. To say. What to save? Why? What? Where are you? Where is this? Because it's not here. I'm here. My traveler's checks are here. There's... Okay, like, we can go to the City Ruins cave. We could teleport there, so let's just do that. Beep boop. Beep boop 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 boop. There was a video going around a while ago that said that the slavery stuff in Isekai was because people were taking game mechanics from Dragon Quest with no thought and just adding them to a story where those mechanics would be slavery. But like, it seems like most of the times I've seen people like get into, like in, what do I want to say? Like looking at what all that is, it seems like the stories like bring up the fact that it's slavery and bring up the fact that it's like, this is totally okay. Like, they engage with the fact that it is slavery. It's not like just accidentally, if you look at it this way, that it would be slavery. But it's not ever mentioned within the story. Quill says the best isekai focus on non-combat. There's some really good medical food isekai that just never go anywhere bad. That sounds nice. Also, Kronos, if I missed something of yours explaining what Dog Days was, I do apologize. There was just like a lot of stuff. And I won't ask you to explain it a second time. Because that would be a little bit much. Friendo, I'm trying to find my, my twink. Best isekai is Aura Battler Dunbean, where my friend shot weapon from the tech guy from California is from. I didn't synopsize it, but I'm not entirely sure how. That's okay. Like, don't feel beholden to. I can dump it into Google and look it up on my own. Where are you? If I were a twink, where would I be hiding? Honestly, that's the question I should be asking myself. I mean, I know where Emil is because I can hear him. Or reluctantly accepting slaves as a good gentle master, usually slaves from discriminated minorities. Okay, this was connecting something earlier. Quill said, yeah, there's a lot of hand-wringing before the MC just goes and buys people. Yes, like, at least that's what I've read from it. And Hive mentioned, gosh, speaking of Isekai, I really want to finish watching Escaflowne and then watch Rare Earth. Bring back the days of Isekai being shoujo. I would be okay with that. And I have relatively fond memories of Escaflowne. Mostly because I watched all of it in one night as part of a drinking game. If you're going to the Copy City, it should be the same cave where you first met Adam and Eve. I should have guessed that, honestly. Flopple says, my favorite isekai in recent years is Bofuri. It's a group of friends playing an MMO together, which I found to be really charming. I like seeing a protagonist who finds new and interesting ways to fail upwards. and is just like generally a good person. You know, honestly, more genuinely good people as protags. I am super okay with that. Dunbean is a show where a guy from Japan gets sent into a magical kingdom, told he's a hero, but 10 episodes in, it turns out he was lied to and is just told that so that he and some other random people could make big weapons for the Lord guy so he can invade Earth. That sounds like a trip. Okay, we're going to the cave where the aliens were. Fire dudes, you can't stop me. We're gonna look for the secret door to the secret church in the copied city. I don't know why I was calling it Block City. Dog Day starts with a war premise until you realize the war is like a game show where no one gets hurt. Okay. Analysis is made by the Gundam guy creator who works, whose work is always the time.
Why are there dead androids here?
No black box signals detected.
Why are there dead androids here? That is a great question. I think it's Adam and Eve's. It's surreal, everyone on both sides is nice. I mean, that kind of, isn't that like kind of the...
You are moving away from the last
the setup of like
Wrong
Girls in
route.
Panda?
Better go back and see if there's
Not
another
Girls
one.
in Pander! Girls in Panzer! You know what? I want the anime Girls in Pander, which is just gonna be all about Quill meeting really nice anime girls and having fun doing cute things, and maybe having mysteries. Possibly supernatural, possibly not, dependent on plot necessity. And it'll just be like really wholesome.
Would 9S have made it this far inside?
Alert. Possible enemy ambush ahead.
Don't care.
Guys in Panzer is basically sports anime with tanks. Okay. I mean, floppable really though, you know? Hive says, "Oh dang, the Lord of the Wings show was slowly winning me over to its side by beginning a snow troll battle by having an elf running away from a snow troll, and instead of following the elf, into a trap, the snow troll rips off a bit of the wall and pelts it at the thoroughly confused elves who didn't expect that level of tactical thinking." That sounds kind of cool. But I noticed that you've got a was in there, and that makes it feel like that it stopped being that. Kronos got 2 thumbs up for Girls in Panzer. I mean, Alice, Guys in Panzer would be fine too, I guess. Like, we could have the Distaff counterpart show. Could they be delightful, Hyoka-esque mysteries where they're actually something pretty mundane, but it's wholesome to see the characters interact with one another and really well animated? I would say yes, floppable, but once we get into the granularity of it, I would like, Quill to weigh in on what direction it should go in. Because the shows basically is just Quill meeting anime girls. Has World of Tanks ever made a promo with Girls in Panzer? I do not know, but it seems like it should absolutely be a thing. Quill says, "If you want a cute isekai manga that's actually an MMO manga, try Only Sense Online. Guy makes his character play with his sisters, and the game makes him a girl because he looks femme. He chooses only bad abilities and has to do research to cut his own path as a crafter." That sounds kind of interesting. Oh, there's the payoff to the hook. Hive tells us immediately pisses away that goodwill by having the rest of the fight being poorly lit and poorly shot. Way to go, Lords of the Rings of the Powers of the Rings. It's Blocktown. Welcome to Blocktown. Population ass-kicking. Mayor, us. Well, there's going to be an election. And we're on the ballot. We support progressive policies.
What is this?
Very queer friendly.
This area is
We've got lots of accessibility features in our platform.
Who built it?
Very supportive of the homeless, and also ass-kicking. Very much about ass-kicking. World of Tanks is funny to me because I just know it is the tank battle game until I talked with friends of mine who played it and realized it's probably one of the most scam gotcha games somehow. I haven't heard anything but the scam side of it. Wait, someone's dedicated him. Oh, okay, I get it. Ploppable, I get it. Sorry. I was like, what? Whoa, what? Kronos says, I actually tried to make a level like this, but it's too much trouble in the end. Gotcha. Quill says, I want to meet the super headstrong girl and the refined girl who will fuck up the enemies if they spill her tea. I mean, if that's the direction you want the show to go in, I feel like that should be super fair. Isn't World of Tanks the same game that has paid ammo? I would not be surprised at all. Also, like every online milsim game, actual classified tank info. Yes! Yes, I read about that! World of Tanks has lured 3 separate people into leaking top secret military secrets to win arguments. It's fabulous! It's fabulous! This is the world that we've created. I'm not the block world.
Welcome.
I love this
to
twink.
my beloved city.
I do. I can't help it.
I, or we, machine life forms, I suppose, have a keen interest in humanity, love, family, religion, war.
I want to give you a shot to say whatever it is you gotta say. It's like that one time 4chan banded together to pinpoint airstrike on an unmapped ISIS base.
Areas I created out of a desire to understand.
Is that a thing?
No, humans. It's grand, don't you think?
He's
Almost
very well dressed.
Spiritual.
Plopple, like he's got a
Currently
look.
Nothing more than an android graveyard. I seek to learn and adopt all facets of humanity. Some
Like with
love,
Pascal,
others
like
family.
Adam and Eve are very gender,
Only then
and
did I
I'm here
realize
for
the
it.
truth. The core of humanity
It's
is conflict. They fight.
And like
steal,
sweet ass threads.
kill. This is humanity in its purest form.
You know nothing about humanity.
He has nice hair,
Have I
like he
offended
does.
you, little android?
Oh wait,
Did I
wait, wait,
say
wait, wait. I'm
any
using the
of your
wrong pod.
beloved humans. The truth can be.
Sorry to interrupt you, Adam. I need a better pod. Okay, pod B. I want to use pod B, and we'll give you laser and laser. Wait, how do I switch pods?
Painful. I strive to attain
Oh, there we
nothing
go.
less than the essence of humanity itself.
Nothing
We
less than the
machines
best
exist in a
essence?
connected network.
Oh,
We are immortal.
Quill, thank you so much for dropping by, as
yet,
always. I hope that you have a
within all
wonderful
there
night
is its
of
data,
sleep,
there
and a
exists
wonderful
not
day
even
of
the merest flicker of
children who aren't assholes, hopefully.
life.
And
Death,
also, like, a lot of
even
work
the
hours.
concept of
In the good
death
way, not the bad way.
has no meaning to us.
Look, I can make spinning blocks. Can you do that?
Thus
Do you
I
have the
decide
decoration spinner? I bet
that
you
I
do
shall
not.
risk my life in battle.
Adam, I totally have the deco spinner, and I have used it to very fine effect in some of my hubs. You are not impressing me here.
I have severed my connection to the network.
Oh, is this gonna be like that fight with P. Mantis in
Let us
Metal Gear Solid
embrace
1?
death.
I know it is not, by the way. But it would have been funny. Does the laser beam not, like, lock on? Because I feel like that's totally a thing that it should do. Because it's got a zappy whippiness. Before I go, I can't wait for this guy to discover textures. He'll get there eventually. You know, he's only started on Blender or Unity. I don't know dev programs well enough to really land the joke, but assume whatever dev program would be funniest in that situation is the one that I said. It does, you're just not locked on. I mean, I am using L2. Also, I am eating shit, so that's not good. Is this dude meant to remind me of Accord, or is that just a stretch because they both wear glasses? Accord is an android, though. What, the dude from Worm? I always saw Accord from Worm as more of like a portly banker. I don't know if that's fair or not, but that feels like very much in character for him. Accord from Drakengard 3. Oh, in that case, I do not know. Because my knowledge of Drakengard 3 is... not. I have no knowledge of Drakengard 3. Also, why am I should be glomming off of the bodies? Why am I bothering using my own restoratives? Oh shit. Dude, you can't. I'm not letting you. I'm messing up your shit. I'm in your house messing up your shit. According to Drakengard 3 character who is directly referenced in this game. Gotcha. Oh, dude, I was praying. One of these days, my computer will be able to run PS3 emulations so I can play Drakengard 3. I mean, I could send you a J-side version. You'd probably get them for like 20 bucks. And nah, Accord has a similar color aesthetic with outfits, but that's about it. Okay. Send you a picture of Accord to your Discord DMs. Let me peep this. I need to peep. I love Accord now? Hive, did you need to do this to me? Did you have to? Was this necessary? I don't know that this was necessary, Hive. I do not need more characters to, like, be like, wow, that's goals. I have a copy of Drakengard 3, but it's signed by Octan's voice actor, but it's addressed to my dead name since it's from before. Oh gosh, if I ever run into him at a convention though, I want to get him to cross out that name and write my current one. I wish you luck in that, and I actually understand that pain. Because I've got a couple of books that I got signed in the before. Some Delta Green stuff, because when I lived in Milwaukee, I could go to Gen Con and the Delta Green guys were always there. And yeah, they're all made out to my dead name. Oh god, he's gonna literally kick my ass. Could you, why do you take damage? I'm feeling a bit salty about this. I almost got Drakengard 3 signed by Yoko Taro, but instead, the Steelbook of NieR A was signed instead. I mean, it seems like a win either way. When I dropped it in front of him, he just stared at it for a solid minute before laughing and going, that was a weird game. I'm glad it was, at least the experience was a positive experience. It was a fun day. I also pissed off the storyboard artist from Max Fury Road. Do I want to know how? Well, first off, did the storyboard artist deserve pissing off? And if the answer is no, was it a purposeful pissing off?
I don't have time for you. I need to find 9S.
I was honestly going to get him to sign Drakengard 3 because it would have been funnier. Knowing what was that reaction? Knowing Yoko Taro's track record, I'm generally amused that they continue to let him direct games.
Enjoy this.
He makes some money. And it doesn't seem like he's nearly as much trouble to work with as Kojima.
9S!
Yeah, it's not doing great. But I do love his jacket. 9S's jacket is fabulous.
I prepared this just for you. I mean, after all, we all need something to fight for, don't we?
So I've got to fight a twink for a twink?
Son of a... I'll kill you!
Yes! That's it. That's the feeling. Pure hate!
Oh my god, the mouth. The mouth that he just made, it was beautiful.
To be!
No, Adam, it's come to me, not come to be. Hold on, I gotta check Flopple's story. Give me a sec here. Okay, so he had a booth at the convention. A friend and I checked it out, and since nobody was there, he started a conversation with us. After about 10 minutes, he mentions I would gladly work with George Miller on any project. So I go, even another Happy Feet? Fuck off. That's so unfair. That guy sounds like an asshole. Okay, I take my L unfairly. Floppable and Hive. Floppable mentions that Automata only exists because Dragon Quest producer blackmailed Square Enix, and Hive said NieR performed poorly enough to kill Kavya. Okay. And Flopple continues, it was pretty tongue-in-cheek, but he did start shit-talking Happy Feet while glaring at me when he had a panel. That guy sounds like a bit of a douche. Honestly. And he should be cursed to have to work on another Happy Feet. Although that's like a much better story than when I accidentally pissed off Dennis Detwiller. Are you gonna do Happy Feet and Surf's Up? Happy Feet is an official Gemini Movies approved movie. I mean, it's a good one. Yeah, Happy Feet and Surf's Up was I think it wasn't number one because number one was Dante's Peak and Inferno. Which I should go back and listen to that podcast again, because did you ever do a combined movie title to get you Dante's Inferno Peak? Because I feel like it's kind of there on the table, it just needs a little bit of workshopping. God, this is such good music. Dante's Peak and Volcano. Okay, my fault, my bad. You can't make a joke about that then. God, this is such good music! Hive says, I started your first episode and my brain just stopped processing words, so I didn't continue. That happens, yo. There are a couple of podcasts that every now and then, like, I end up having to listen to 2 or 3 times. Because halfway through, my brain just does not process them anymore. There's a Yada Zaid one that I really, really want to watch on body horror. Not only because it's about body horror, but that would be enough, but because it also makes fairly significant mention of the stuff, which feels like it's one of my bits, so I almost have to give it some props. I never repair these androids, and I probably should just to see what happens. Wait, did you read the fish fact? No, I did not. I'm so sorry, I did not. Yes, please do. I was kind of focused on a couple of things at the same time. And that's not your fault. That's 100% not your fault. Adam, you are so fun. But you're also kicking my ass. The largest goldfish ever recorded weighed 9 pounds and measured 18.7 inches from snout to fin. I love that. That's a... I'm sorry, I just noticed that the android that we're praying for, the android's name is Me. So it said prayed for me, which is kind of... That's a weird thing to read. I like that. I like that an awful lot. Next episode's gonna be fun since me and Ludo hate one of the movies. Oh, that's right, Alice, you're doing Godspell and Jesus Christ Superstar, which again, you're taking the L for everybody's sake, and I appreciate that, but that seems like a lot to put yourself through. Godspell's so bad. Yeah, Godspell is... It's a tragedy, but not for the reasons I think that it intended. Just dig it in there. Get that sword right in the thorax.
Death.
Or is this... life? By the way, I have an epic drawing idea scheduled on the 9th.
So dark.
That's
So cool.
coming up pretty soon, Kronos. Now Kronos, Is this death? Or is this taxes? I love it. Now, I do have... I have a thing to say, Kronos, and I very, very seldomly find it in me to levy criticism towards your artistic choices, because I enjoy them very much. And I know in this case that you kind of made a promise that you felt like you had to keep, but... I do think that your last picture is much stronger with the red light than it is without it. Like, it's still good. It's still good, but I think like the red light balances it out very, very well in a way that the blue background kind of just doesn't give it that oomph. So I've said that one thing. That is the one thing that I've said. And now, like, I feel like, I honestly feel kind of terrible, but I also felt like I really needed to say that, so... I'm sorry?
9S.
2B.
One thing I kind of...
Let's go home.
feel like about this bit is, like... At what point does 2B like warm towards 9S? There's a little bit in the Forest Kingdom where she almost says 9S, but I don't feel like there's really too much in the story that supports her like falling hard for the twink. Kronos says it makes sense. It's literally the same piece without the bells and whistles.
9S really went through hell.
Yeah.
You're the boss. You want him sent up to command body and all? I'll make it happen. Thanks. Oh, what?
The beginning when she tried. Oh,
you've never been much for
that's
gratitude.
you know what? That's fair. That's
Not
fair.
that I mind or anything.
Hive.
Oh, I also
That's a
have
good
a
call.
message for you. Command
And then they
needs you to
blow up.
contact them ASAP.
Oh, fudge. Yeah. Okay. Right. Totally makes sense. I don't know why I didn't just put that together until right now. She's putting up the wall because he doesn't remember up until the point where they explodinate themselves because he didn't upload his consciousness to the cloud. Right, because they make a point, because the bandwidth is really shitty, he says. So she remembers that part, but he doesn't, so that she doesn't have to go through the trauma again. She becomes, like, super obviously cold. Right. Kronos says it's slow, but I think that she's a bit more honest after the kaiju fight. The whole deal being that she's suppressing her emotions. There's also the implication that the explosion at the beginning isn't the first time that she's killed him. That comes up like in the... That comes up in the A ending, I think. Where she does mention, like... I can't remember how it's phrased exactly, but she does mention how this is like a loop. Alice says, I feel like I should replay NieR at some time. It's a game that I wanted to go to look back at again someday. When you say NieR, do you mean NieR Automata, or
this
do you...
Is 2B. Patch me through to the commander.
Oh, hey,
favorite Joker moment?
Roger that. Give me just a second here.
2B, good job destroying that machine. Upon further analysis,
It's good, Alice. If you can sit down with it, yeah.
Was responsible for managing half of their entire network.
And a side quest absolutely telegraphs it. Oh, is that the one where they're hunting down the rogue android? Because I feel like that's the one that
What's going to happen to 9S?
is that one.
He'll undergo a full data overhaul up here. Assuming
My
we
favorite
don't
choker
encounter
moment
any
is when I'm wearing it.
We're planning to
I
partner him
mean,
with you again.
that's a mood.
Thank you.
I go for
In
collars
the
more
meantime,
myself.
I have another mission for you. I've mailed you the briefing. Go ahead and take a look.
Understood.
I also need to play more of that NieR 1 remake, remaster, new thing, kind of. I'm in the same boat there, Alice, because I had to sell off my copy, so I only got like so deep into it. But I also am not 100% sure, like, if I want to restart it over from A. Like, restart over from the very beginning is what I mean to say. Trends among the machines. Due to the destruction of codename Atom, we have been able to deal a significant blow to the enemy's network system. I've already confirmed that numerous machine life... Excuse me. Numerous machine life forms have been severed from the network as a result. However, just because they're no longer connected doesn't mean that they no longer pose a threat. It's highly likely they'll continue to interfere with our operations. 2B, I'd like you to gather some intel on the machine life forms. Report back to me if you see any machines behaving oddly. Keep me informed of all their activities. That is all, the commander. Yes. You need to start over and play Drakengard 1. I mean, wouldn't I have to get like a PS1?
Trends among the machines. Huh.
NieR
Something
Replicant
tells
is
me
good,
this is going
but
to
it has
involve
even
a lot
worse
of
pacing
killing.
issues than Automata could hope to reach.
Procure information from the machine life form known
I remember
as
you
Pascal.
mentioning that, and it kind of like... That
Suppose
does
you might know something.
put me off a little bit.
Pascal, can you hear me?
Oh, hello, 2B. Do you need something?
I need to know if
Do
you've
you
seen
need
any
something
new
killed?
trends or behaviors among the machines.
New trends?
Well, a lot of the
Well,
robots are getting
2
into
days
glitter.
ago, I was contacted by some machines that disconnected themselves from the network. They wanted to discuss a peace treaty.
No kidding.
Apparently, they're seeking to form an alliance of some kind with our village.
If that's what they want, why don't they move in?
I believe they're working on building a colony of
That's
their
what I
own.
love,
You don't say.
how Replicant is very
Apparently, it's located in the
low-key
abandoned
queer
factory.
game.
I can give you the
But I do
coordinates
find
if
one of the
you'd like.
trophies in the remake
I was
uncomfy.
actually planning to
Oh
go speak
yeah,
with them myself, you know.
I
Maybe we can meet up over
know
there?
exactly
Sounds
which one
good.
you mean, and
Target location
boy
data
howdy
obtained.
was that
Marking
an
on map.
unnecessary choice. That trophy's no good. That trophy is no good. And I very much wish that it were not a thing. Kronos says I'm partially against the Drakengard remake because it'll undeniably get watered down in today's climate, and I want all the degeneracy in all its unrefined triteness. I should rewatch Halloween's Let's Play of it. Because I remember, like, I remember it being a thing, but I don't really have any clear memory of what a thing means in this case. But the remake does fix localization because the original translation removes Emil being gay, and that's not... that is unacceptable. Honestly, just straight up unacceptable. We need our little gay jalopy. Hive says, I'm sorry to say you already got the watered down version. 2010, oh shit. Okay, we didn't fall down. 2010 and they're still removing the gay. It's like, why even bother? Oh shit! I didn't want to do this quest. I didn't think that I was just looking for 11B's thingamabobber.
Still, you should probably be careful. Machines can be
If it gets remade, then I guess I'll drown.
Even you?
In truth, yes. Now that we're cut off from the network, we no longer share data with each other. We can speak, of course, but I find that language contains many ways to hide one's true intentions.
Oh, do you now?
It certainly does.
They removed much of the actual degeneracy in the localization because, well, understandable reasons.
You enter the domain of God.
Wait, this doesn't look like my apartment at all.
We have no desire to fight you. Please, you must be calm. We have come to negotiate peace with you.
I negotiate at the end of a sword. Wait, no. There must be a more badass way of saying that.
This corridor, if you would.
That's why I know after like 12 years of watching anime, like 30 Japanese words. Oh, because anime is the best way to learn Japanese. Yeah. Wait, where is this dude? Get your butt in gear, mate. I got places to be. Every character was written to be utterly unpleasant because Yoko Taro didn't want any of them to have happy endings, and believed the only kinds of characters who'd engage in world muso action would be that level of awful.
So why are you still here?
Well, I brought you this far, didn't I? It's my duty to see this through to the end.
Appreciate it.
Pascal, you're awesome, but also weird. But you are awesome, but also kind of weird. I love your big green eyes. He's correct because everyone from Three Kingdoms is mostly bad. Okay. And it was cut out of the localization because games can't talk about that kind of stuff. I hate that. I hate it. Become as God. Look at that ass. That is Automata's ass.
I'm here to discuss the peace treaty.
The treaty is to put you into pieces.
His wondrous grace has become a god.
If I recall correctly, the actual baby eating was one of the lighter things that was watered down. Hey, wait, what?
Has become a god. His wondrous grace has become a god.
There was...
We as well shall become as gods.
There was baby
We
eating.
as well shall become as gods. All of you shall become as gods. All of you shall become as gods.
One of the characters was a baby eater. Well then, I mean that's a Drakengard is a CW salad. Yeah, that sounds like the right. I would go with CW salad.
I wonder if there's a way to collect.
Less talk, more running. 2B to bunker. We've had a run-in with hostile machines in the abandoned factory. We need an immediate
Also,
escape route.
banging soundtrack that we're gonna end up getting content, not content, copyright struck for.
Damn it!
I did say it was cut out for understandable reasons. Yeah, no, I mean, I guess I was surprised. I wasn't quite expecting that level of things.
The door on the other side of the room just opened. Let's check it out.
No, first, Pascal, what I gotta do, you see, I need you to understand what I need to do here is I need to kill every motherfucker in this room. or do they just respawn endlessly? I'm positive if they had budget to make better cutscenes, Drakengard would become an elusive banned game that you see in a YouTube video 2 decades later. I mean, I don't know if the internet sustains secrets that long anymore. Drakengard 2 is just a generic fantasy thing. 3 returns to some of 1, but I guess in a more thoughtful way, or not as an edgy 15-year-old. Okay. Oh, are they just like, they're just spawning in more? Well, that sucks, and I don't like it. I like Drakengard because it becomes more and more of a cosmic horror story with each progressive ending. Because every attempt to fix things just makes them worse. Because such horrible people really deserve to be obliterated. I love it. But Drakengard 3 is definitely still bad people doing bad things, but it's relatively considered. Alright. And Drakengard 3 is the one that the last of the wonderful suitcase is from? The Accord. Not the Honda Civic, but the Honda Accord? Yes. Tato has aged in good ways as a storyteller. This is good to know. It's nice to know that some people get to grow up. Gosh, like, I guess we could grind for levels here, but that doesn't sound like it would be fun. So let's just get that box and we'll vamoose with the moose. Wait, yo, I was trying to open a box. You can't, look, you can't punch a lady when she's messing around with a box. What have you got against lesbians? Assholes? I'm sorry. That was completely called for, but I do understand how, like, it could be taken as gross, so slight apologies. Mikhail's song is still very catchy though. Oh, this is from the Drakengard. Still Drakengarding. DK3 has the smallest sliver of noble cause. DK1 is senseless murder all the way. Well, no, hold on a second. Now, the Crocs stole Donkey Kong's bananas. So, yeah, I mean, murder was the only answer. Drakengard 3 soundtrack is also fantastic. I should look that up. It's a damn shame because the OST gets mass purged on YouTube every couple of months. Oh, I hate that.
9S?
I hacked into this machine from the bunker. I'm controlling it. I'm gonna break into this factory systems and get you out of here. Don't do anything too reckless.
What about DK64 though? I mean, isn't DK64 also about crocodile murder? Drakeyard 3 definitely also plays into a lot of Yoko Tatoisms. The credits rolling gag in NieR Automata, I can't read. NieR Automata was absolutely in DK3. But don't you want to become as gods? I am helping you become as unto a god. Okay, that was a little bit more bitter than I probably should have really indulged in. Okay, I'll talk to you. I mean, yeah, that could be. Tato should write a new Donkey Kong game. That would be fabulous. I would be here for it. I am gonna, because we're at the 2-hour point, so just for health, I am gonna take a little bit of a stretch break here. I'm gonna read Hive's Big Chonky. That didn't sound right. I'm gonna read Hive's Big Chonky post, and then I'm gonna take a stretch break since we're in a safety zone. If I recall correctly, the director of Drakengard was fired. Tato was asked to direct. He was already asked to write. His team was pretty much inexperienced fresh graduates and given no budget. Square Enix asked them to turn their Panzer Dragoon ripoff into a Panzer Dragoon ripoff that was also a Dynasty Warriors ripoff. And Tato basically drank heavily to cope with all of it, and had deep objections to the type of game he was making. So, Drakengard 1 happened. That, I mean, art has happened for less. But, let me take my stretch break, give me about 3 minutes, I'm not going to make more coffee, and I will be back in just a moment. Oh, I am back, and apparently right in time. Jelly Beans, is wonderful to see you. Fancy Grimace is part of a machine cult who wanted to become his gods, and becoming his gods pretty much means blowing up, I think. Des, wonderful to see you as well. Hope you're doing well. Don't worry about being here for just a little while. I understand that that is a thing. To loop back a little bit about the Drakengard music chat, and I should take a look next time I'm in Nakano. I should see if they've got any of that in one of the many Mandarake shops, because I know there's a couple of them in there that specialize in game music. So it's not like, if it exists in physical form, it's not impossible that they would have it there, although it may or may not be within my price range. I found most of the times old media, like old game media in Japan, isn't super expensive, but maybe it's available in a Japanese auction site as well. That's possible. That's possible. There was a while where, like, I couldn't swing a dead cat without hitting a Silent Hill 2 soundtrack. Like, every PtaER that I went to had about 4 or 5 copies of the Silent Hill 2 soundtrack. One of my regrets of moving from Osaka to Tokyo was that my physical collection of CDs was one of the things I jettisoned because I just needed to make as much space as I could. And the only CD that I kept was the one that my ex made because, like, of her band, because there's no way to get that again. But I had, like, Silent Hill soundtracks 1 through 4. I had the Siren soundtracks. I had Tekken King Crete, which is a fabulous soundtrack that I super recommend. All the Katamari Damacy soundtracks. I'm trying to remember if I saw any of the other soundtracks. Alice, I think I might have ordered Silent Hill 3, or either that or found it in an actual, like, a game shop. But, like, in PtaER, because PtaER is a chain shop, you know, mixed media chain shop, that's mostly dying out because most of it was video rentals, and, like, the magazines and music and games and stuff was kind of like a side, and the video rental market's mostly dried up, so a lot of the PtaER are gone. But they had, like, small sections of anime soundtracks and game soundtracks, and the game soundtracks were, like, really tiny, like the section that they had for those. But every time that I went to one, there would be Silent Hill 2. Gotta watch Super Great Friends Let's Play a Siren. Siren is so good. Hive says I picked up Zone of the Enders 2 for like $5 when I was in Japan. Wait, what direction do I gotta go? I think this direction. I've been wondering for a while now, how much video rental is a thing in Japan these days, since it's so dead in most of the West. Like, I know a couple video shops here, but their numbers are, well, okay, it's kind of hard for me to say because I'm in Tokyo now, but the numbers in Osaka, like, they dropped like a rock over the last 19 years. So I kind of feel like it's definitely on the way out skis. That is $5 in Australia too. I mean, the yen is for shit right now, Hive. The yen, last time I checked, 140 yen to $1. Like, if my folks had money to send to me, this would be the time to do it. Wait, what did I miss from Ludo? Oh wait, no, that was Ludo was saying that to Hive. Gotcha. Alright, I bet this is just gonna be one of those, like, they just keep on coming, so should probably just cut through them. I'm counting on you. Pascal, could you do a thing? I feel like if you did a thing, that would help. Do we want to be in here? Oh, cool. Yes, we do.
The connection's too unstable to use the transporter.
That's okay, I just wanted to save. I don't need to cheap out and transport away from the slaughterhouse that I am currently operating with Slaughter. But not Sergeant Slaughter, because he was a jerk. I mean, I don't know if he was a jerk as an actual human being, but, like, his character got really weird. Round about the time I stopped watching wrestling.
You shall also become gods. Everyone shall die and become gods.
Could you not? I would like to not become a god. It just seems like a lot more work than I really want to put up with. I can never remember where the secret shit is. Oh fuck! Dude! That guy just hurt me badly. Really nice of you to grant them their death cult wish. I mean, you know, I try to be a good guest. And they did invite me here for a peace treaty. Do I want to go this way, or I just want the cool stuff? Okay, could you just give me cool stuff? That's amber. That's not cool stuff. Well, we knew we weren't gonna get like 100% anyways, so whatevs. Oh shit. Right. Things get squished here. I would like to not be squished. Heading back to work. Got to concentrate on this for tomorrow. Then I'll be back to my usual time for tuning in and staying around. Os! Carl, it is wonderful to see you! And I'm glad that you're staying safe. And Des, like, 100%, don't worry about it. I know that you got meat space stuff that needs to be dealt with. It does not bother me at all. Is that the first time I got through that section without getting squished once?
Keep going straight.
Will do.
You doing relatively well, Called? I've got my toes crossed on that one, but... Spider bots! I love you! We're totally not inspirations for my tattoo, because I got my tattoos 10 years before you came out, but... my tattoos would probably have been bulkier if I saw your character designs. Hanging in there and staying safe. Haven't been out of my building in a few days. Okay. Is being in your building, is that something that does that comfort you? Is that good? I hope that's good. I mean, it probably helps with the safety thing. But I know that sometimes feeling like you're cooped up can kind of wear on a body. Oh shit. Ah, robots! Stop with the robots! I don't venture into Plaguelandia unless I have to. That's certainly a mood. And I'm glad that at least that you don't have to too often. Or at least I'm crossing my toes that you don't have to too often. Fun fact about the upcoming boss fight, the fight starts when the song reaches a certain part, meaning if you pause at the right times, the pre-fight phase should continue indefinitely. That's interesting. I don't know if I would actually want to do that, but it is neat. Oh shit, don't jump off! This is a pain in the ass to get up to. Oh fudge. Oh fudge! No, no, you're going the wrong way, lady! You're going the wrong way! God damn it! Shit, I should not have engaged. I don't even remember if there's anything up there. God darn it. I stitched myself up. That was silly on my part. Big Fs. For the record, there's literally no tactical advantage to this whatsoever. I kind of figured there probably wasn't. One of those more amusing things that you can do. Do I try that a second time, knowing that I've got to do all of this over again? I guess it's not really that far. It's just, you got the dudes who are trying to throw bombs at you, and they suck. Okay, look, you can't go off the edge though, is the thing. Girl? Oh shit! Fucking! God damn it! I swear, that was totally uncalled for and you're assholes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I don't even want what's over there. I don't care. It's probably some knife, and I have a knife. I have a large knife. I don't need more. That is not precisely true, but they do suck. They're so rude. I'm just here trying to do my own Android business. And they gotta be assholes about everything. I think the FF15 sword is in this section. I never played FF15, so I am okay without it. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Who needs to be a completionist? Really? Me? Why are you so bulky? You got the bulk on you. I find that quite rude. The neat thing about this weapon specifically is the damage number is changed to default using Final Fantasy 15. That's cute. I don't know if it's cute enough to sustain my annoyance, but it is cute. Your dodge oh fuck me. Your dodge particle effects are also changed. That's kind of cool. Like, I do appreciate that. I'm just thinking about, like, what it would actually take to get that, and it seems like a pain in the butt. To be honest. How many of you are there? This is just becoming a comedy of errors. And the error, I think, is fighting. And since when has that been true in a game? I'm pretty sure I got it in my first playthrough. And I might, like, do an on-the-side playthrough and just get it while I'm wrapping up some details, but... yeah, I don't know if I want to do it on the stream. I don't know if I've got that kind of patience. Hey, we could also use our Zappy. Oh, come on! You leveled me up right after I used the large heal? How is that even... Don't talk to me, Pascal. Don't talk to me. I got no time for you. I'm honestly surprised I like this game enough to reboot up for another playthrough after E. I think I might have done the same thing. I don't know if I finished that second playthrough, but I'm pretty sure like I started one up just about as soon as I stopped the first one. Wow, that was like a whole thing. That section was just a lot.
The door's open. Keep moving.
All right.
What if I want to go this way? Ending E is one of the few things that made me cry during the numb stupor in the before times. Oh my god, floppable. Like, yes, mood? I still use the NieR World Guide you sent me. I crack it open for reference all the time. That makes me so happy. Kronos, you have no idea how happy that makes me. I am, like, I'm really glad that I picked that up. I saw it and I was like, I got it. I want to get this for Kronos. And that was the right choice. Are you gonna open the door? What, you're not coming with me? Pascal, what are you're just gonna ditch me like this? What the fuck? Oh wait, I guess not. It was pretty expensive over here when I was at the convention, and in English. The absolute audacity. Same hat, floppable. Same damned hat. Honestly, though. I don't mind wearing this hat, but it is still kind of weird. Oh shit! Buddy! That guy just came out of nowhere because I was killing the Pope. Look, bud, the Pope deserves to die. And he wants to. Is the thing. The Pope wants to? That's how the Pope ascends to Ultra Pope. Didn't you know? Why am I not healing? Like, why am I being silly about this? Did you know the Pope was in my city a few weeks ago? Is it because of something that you did? Did he find out that you were raising the dead? Kronos, I told you had to keep that a little bit quieter. You can't just be like, all out, in public, raising the dead. That's a surefire way to get the Pope involved. Nobody wants the Pope involved. That's why I keep my raising of the dead on the DL. Oh god. Sir. Sir. But it's recycling. I mean, you're not wrong. But we know what the Catholic Church has to say about recycling. It's on that other set of commandments, thou shalt not recycle. I didn't want to pay for a necromancy VPN. Look, Kronos, I support you here. Raise the black flags, but you gotta kind of like Like I said, you gotta keep it on the DL. Next thing you know, you got the College of Cardinals knocking down your door. Being like, the Pope wants to have some words with you, young man. Pope will be in Portugal in 2023 because next year we're going to host the extremely cursed Catholic Youth Games. That sounds awful. I, like, kind of hate everything about that sentence. It's kind of like the Youth Olympics, but for Catholics. That's just nothing good comes from that. Also, did we just go in a circle? Tell me we didn't go in a circle. I could not. With the circles? Oh! Claire, it is wonderful to see you. I hope that you're doing very, very well tonight. I hope that life is being super gentle with you. Not giving you any bullshit. Because, like, we're not down with giving Claire bullshit. And I think we did loop back to where we were. And, yeah, because there's a shop. That was kind of, I'm not, you know? Why, though? Why do you gotta do this to me? Where did I go wrong? I think there are multiple shops. Plus, aren't you short on healing? That is true. I am very short on healing. Because I tried to get the FF15 sword. Like a goofball. Shot composition is fabulous, though. By the way, Kronos, I didn't have a chance to respond to that, or at least my brain needs didn't like process it in a way that would allow me to respond very well. Oh God, I don't need that many. Take 5 and 5 large. That seems like a fair. We're not saving the bourgeoisie. No, we'll save everybody. But this store is locked, Kronos, so whether or not there are multiple shops, it would appear that this is not the way that I was supposed to go. And we are going to have to kind of put a pedal to the metal for it, because we do only have we've got about a half an hour left in the stream. And I do work tomorrow, so I can't go, I can go a little bit over, but I can't go too far over. Because I got to wake up in the early times, which... Hold on a second. Okay, this is where we had the fight, right? Save spot, good. Don't start with me, Pascal. I'm just lugging your butt around. I love you. You're wonderful and everything, but like you're still kind of not. You're not helping. Pascal, I need you to help. See, now we talked to this dude already. Wait, there's multiple doors? Why, though? Okay, this is where we came from. Got that. That door over there goes to where the shop was and loops back around. So this is where we haven't been. Okay, good. We're back on the trolley. The trolley is us, and we're on it. Also, these little dudes with the buzzsaws, I love them. unironically love the buzzsaw dudes. Oh god, platforming, not my fort. Also, I love the fact that Pascal just completely drops like a rock. It's very cute. Now there's a box over here. You have an axe. Sir, I appreciate you and your axe. Nothing cool is being guarded here, though. Like, we're getting broken keys and shit. Since we're talking about the Pope, I left you something in the Wine Cellar Memes channel. I will check this once we get past this section. I expect it to be fabulous. Oh god, you guys got exploding heads. Could you not, though? Well, since I paused, let me take a look at the Pope vision. The vision of popes. If you see someone drowning, call 911. LOL? Then call 911. Oh my god. Oh shit, I've seen this before, but it's still great. The papal threat display where popes can spit holy venom up to 20 feet. He's got the pope's got the frilled collar going out. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like it. We'll use that. Literally, lol, fucking Lamau. Lamau. Pronounces the French would pronounce it. Oh, I just used a large... I think I keep on running into bodies that I can heal off of after I pick up the large, dealy bobbers. You know, the dealy bobbers. Okay, don't get squished in the midst of fighting these goobers. And we do need to remember that the goobers will respawn. Oh, I love that laugh. That was a fabulous laugh.
No, please, don't kill me.
Rejoice, you have all been chosen.
With your
Did you know if you revive a body in Route C, it will attack you? I did not know that. Yeah, I guess I failed at helping. Oh. Don't kill the nice robots? Oh shit, okay, I'm sorry about that, nice robot. I meant to save you! I'm the American military! I am failing at saving! I hate it! It's like I don't have any weapons that won't kill the people I'm trying to save. Okay, well we saved 3 of them. That's kind of okay, I guess. Sorry about your friends. Jesus. The path of the hero is not for me. 90s anti-hero, apparently. That works? Oh, crumbs. Like, wait, I bet it's the stairs. I bet the stairs are always the route we need to go. In my defense, your friends are coming right for me. You all saw it. It's coming right at me. Oh, jeepers. These spider droids, though, they are so cool. I love you, spider droid. But please, if you could not shoot me directly in the face, that would be chill. And also Schwepp. One of these days I'm going to figure out, like, I'm going to find out what Schwepp actually means, and I'll probably hate it. Like, I'm sure it's an actual word and it's not just a funny thing to say. Oh, fudge. Frisco, could you not just... For like 20 seconds, just don't eat shit.
Why did His Grace have to die?
His head fell off, mate. Usually when people's heads fall off, they die. I know it's hard to believe, but you gotta go with me on this one. What? What was that BS? Hold up a second here. Can I get up there? So I gotta get... How do I do this? Okay, that was not helpful. That was garbage. I need to go... There's a box. Wouldn't be surprised if the Headless Robot had a novella about him, and it's literally just a soliloquy. That would be great. Did I need to somehow manage to... like, bounce off the spider droid to get this box over here? Okay, that's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. I'm not bothered. I'm unbothered. However the meme goes, I don't know, something about being in my lane and moisturized, but I can use lotion. That's kind of like being moisturized, I suppose. I remember getting that box, but I don't remember how. That's okay. Like, if it pops into your mind before the end of the stream... Actually, if it does pop in your mind, it'd probably be easier to DM it in Discord, because it'll get sucked up by the VOD. I assure you it probably won't. That's fair. Like, honestly, 100% fair.
He killed all of them.
Is this the bit where we... Wait, we don't meet Pascal's children until one of the other routes, right? I don't think the Pascal's children is yet. But I do know the Pascal's children bit, like, it takes place in the factory. You, my friend, are a fabulous spider droid. And I love you.
Both long and close range attacks are ineffective.
Oh, now what?
I prayed for Nathan. I do not pray for Nathan.
Within this factory.
Nathan sounds like a
Energy
goober.
source should be destroyed.
9S, that Goliath we just encountered.
I got it. I've been keeping an eye on you. I'm gonna shut off power to the factory now.
Do it!
Do it!
Factory system at 80% control. Hang in there, 2B.
Sheep says do it.
90%. 92.
Or do it? Maybe he's talking about the character
98.
from, whatchamacallit? The crappy Bioshock. The other crappy Bioshock.
2B, I just shut down the electrical grid.
Enemy shield deactivated.
Mostly I just wanted to say the crappy Bioshock. Let's be honest. No, don't do that. Light him up. You can, hi, brain meats, talk, words, make, good. There's like so much of the soundtrack you could just point to, be like, oh my god, this song is so great. And then 20 minutes later, you'll run into another section, like, holy crap, this song is so great. I love it. Okay, that was my fault. That shit eating there was, whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy! What the actual fuck, though? Oh, you douche! You total, utter douche! I think this is the only time in the entire game this track is used. Yeah. Chronos says Bioshock Infinite sucks solely because it only lets you carry 2 guns at a time, as opposed to the original where you can literally carry all of them. I would argue that Bioshock Infinite sucks on a multitude of levels, and an infinitum of levels, of which the only carrying 2 guns is but a microcosm of its issues. But that's just me. Cult says Final Fantasy XIV has 3 NieR raids that they managed to make canon to the game lore, and one of the bosses uses this track. That's super cool. Also, Hirunda, it is wonderful to see you. We just got our asses totally handed to us. Pascal, I need you to just not, okay? I know you're trying, and I appreciate that, but also, like, just fuck off. You are not helping, and I do not appreciate it. The body's name is Timmy. But I just want my body. I ain't got no body. Oh wait, there it is. That's not my body! That is some other corpse! The fuck I care about some other corpse? I just want mine. Also not mine. Fucking fuck. Don't start with me, game. Just give me my goddamn body and let me go home.
Energy source should be destroyed.
That's Stardust. Who the fuck is Stardust? Why would I care?
I've been keeping an eye on you.
That's Timmy.
Do it.
Fucking Timmy. That's not me.
Factory system at 80% control. Hang in there, 2B.
Hold on a moment if I'm not looking at chat. I really want to find my corpse because I had some pretty good chips on it. That's Timmy again. Oh, there. Is that it? Is that me? Yes. Alice says the only thing I know about the NieR raids of 14 is that one of them is like a genuine health risk. What the fuck? And Cult says that the boss that whomped you is a mini boss in the 3rd raid. That is super cool. Kronos says in Echo Navy you have 1 weapon type plus bomb type, but it's still 100% of your arsenal, so it's better. That's a thing. That would actually be kind of cool, Hirunda. And I don't know if I gave you the usual spiel when you came in, but I am glad that you are here. I hope that life is being particularly kind to you right now. And if it's not, I'm going to be a little bit salty.
I just shut down the electrical grid.
Enemy shield deactivated.
And this robot, like, shoots out a giant fucking spike drill from its butt. And I do not appreciate that one fucking bit. There's one with really bad strobing lights. Okay. Oh shit. yeah, you know, maybe you want to dodge that. It's a good idea to dodge that one. Oh god! God! Stop! Please! Please, no! 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 God! Fucking damn it! Ah, you bastard! Dead indeed. I wasn't expecting it to do the stompy shockwave. So that's totally on me. I ate shit there. Kronos says, fun thing about this fight is when it goes into ball form, sharp turns make tires skidding noises. Oh, I love that. I love everything about that. Like, I hope it's straight up just Warner Brothers cartoon sound effects. Wait, did I go the wrong way? I did, didn't I? I did. Hate that. Oh, we gotta go up the elevator again. It seems like the third raid caused some players seizures. Game devs stop including seizure-inducing mechanics and images in your games. Challenge. Difficulty really not that fucking hard if you just tried. I'm still glad that I thought that game's name was actually Valentine's Wonderland. Could you let me have my previous body? Spider! I love you, Spider!
Alert. Energy shield detected over enemy unit.
Yes,
Physical
yes.
defense shield detected. Analysis. Both long and close range attacks are ineffective.
Oh, now what?
Large energy supply detected within this factory. Proposal. Energy source should be destroyed.
Okay, so this attack isn't quite so bad as long as I'm not getting all panicky about it.
I got it. I've been keeping an eye on you. I'm gonna shut off power to the factory now.
The butt trill, though, like, seriously, is
Factory
an
system
issue?
at 80% control.
Because that thing is
Hang in there, you
fast.
bitch. 90%. 92.
Kronos says, I really thought about playing it as a joke, but it looks genuinely unfun. I mean, I'll do a lot for a bit, but I really don't have the patience anymore to put up with something that is just not enjoyable. I played the Ballin demo out of curiosity. The effects it had were bad, and it got pulled back for some reason. Oh, butt drill! Butt drill! Okay, listen, robot? I do like robots, and I cannot lie, but at the same time, I need you to keep that drill where it belongs, which is apparently in your anus. The planet, not the body part. You're a robot, you don't have an anus. Okay, I would like to revive off of Stardust. I think the most amazing thing about Balan is literally almost all of its story was crammed in a supplementary novel and not in the game itself. The actual fuck? Oh shit, I missed about Flopple was saying. To be fair to Balan Wonderland though, the strobing effects were patched out at launch, and it only affected pre-release copies. It's not Cyberpunk 2077, which specifically mimicked the patterns used by doctors specifically to trigger seizures. That's... yeah. But okay, I will give that credit to Ballin. If they at least, you know, made some effort to deal with it. Okay, shit. Okay, don't die. But that means that you can't be jumping. I think the most... Oh, okay, I saw that part. To be fair to Balan Wonderland, though, it's still fucking Balan Wonderland. I mean, I did not hear, I don't think, a single good thing said about that game. Okay, run away very quickly. I cannot see this beast. The Beast 2. Rebeasted. Ah, the sequel to the Beast. Are you stuck? Can I stab you? I mean, I can, but I don't seem to be doing much damage. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Please don't. I need a corpse. Could we get a... Thank you. Corpse? Good. Truly the Balan Wonderland of all time. I think the most charitable look at Balan was Thor High Heels video about it. I'm not familiar? Are they a reviewer worth putting on my radar? And I don't mean that in a snarky way, I just don't like... I don't follow a lot of reviewers, so... I don't really know the milieu. The cyberpunk thing still turns me into the Joker, but... That's all of that game. I mean, just about everything about Cyberpunk seems like a fucking mess. Exactly 0% of what I've read about it makes it look worth my time. They make good videos on retro games. Also composed... Oh, okay, I know that one. Right. Camera game. Squished the boss. It only took, what, three tries? That's not so bad for us. I do actually like that fight a lot. Even if I was... Oh, God, I got the hiccup burps. I hate that. Speaking of day one game fixes, on launch day of Metal Gear Solid Survive, Konami literally forgot to turn on the server for the first few hours. I love it. I love it. Ew. I mean, I know the blue Sonic curry is, it's just like a food coloring thing, but it does not look appetizing at all. Like, not even a little bit. Okay, I know where we are. This is that factory? Wait, the perfume? What? What perfume? Are we interrupting a sex thing? You can eat actual good curry instead of bad blue curry? But I mean, that wouldn't be much of a bit, I'm guessing. Wait, the stream's frozen? Are you sure? Unless it froze up and then started again? We did interrupt the sex thing in the desert. That's true. But what goes on in the desert stays in the desert. It's okay, Alice, no worries. I'd rather have a heads up that turns out to be not a big issue for the stream in total than not to know at all and have something really mess up. I would like to be free from my torment. It sucks to hear that your internet's been funky though, because that is an awful lot of pain. Oh, can we knock these things into the drink? It's been raining here, which always messes up my internet connection. And are the robots doing culting? Yes, the robots. It's weird. Okay, so the robots had a cult. And then their pope, either on purpose or just happened, but their pope died. And
Proposal. Proceed toward
the
marker.
robots took that to mean that death was ascension to godhood. And so they've kind of been getting into the whole, like, let's murder everyone, including ourselves. So, I mean, at least they're equal opportunity, right? They're not racists.
Why? Why did you have to die? It's not fair. My only brother.
Poor Eve.
I'll kill them.
Flip the table, Eve.
Kill them all.
Flip the table. Adam invested all his points into his drip. Didn't spare enough for a post-it note letting Eve know that he was leaving.
I need to return and investigate as soon as possible. When I do, perhaps you'd be willing to join
I mean,
me?
No thanks.
It did look like a pretty pricey drip. If we're gonna be honest about it.
I'm heading back to the resistance camp. What about you?
Oh, I'll probably wander back to the village. I have plenty on my plate there.
I see.
Zoop! Did you know that you could visit that long table? I did not.
This is the resistance camp.
Say again? I'm not receiving.
Scanning for interference.
The machine requesting backup. Forces in range. Please, we can.
Let's move.
Pascal's home planet needs him. You're not wrong, though. It very much looks like that. An Italian cosplayer did an Eve cosplay, and he was really yummy. I mean, he did a great job. I mean, like Echo mentioned previously, you know, you don't necessarily have to be into the lads to appreciate that a lad has a good look. And Adam and Eve have got, like, they've got a look. They've got an absolute look going on. Fabulous call, Hiruna, by the way. Not what I would have expected, but, like, yeah, I appreciate that. Interestingly, the black sigil on Eve's chest during that scene is a mark of the Watchers from Drakengard 1. I'm unsure of its relevancy. I mean, there's probably a stage play that explains that. Maybe a series of tone poems that were written on bar napkins? That seems like it would be appropriate. Are you just gonna keep on... Are they gonna keep on spawning? Shit, we are at the 3-hour point. Do I really want to go to the village? Because if we go to the village... Story question. If we go to the resistance camp, that's the Eve fight, right? So, shoot. Like, how much does that put us on the hook for? As far as, like... As far as game time? Straight shot at the end, so it's probably wise to put a pin into here. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because it's not just the last fight. Although I imagine we'll probably have to bounce around the last fight a couple of times to get the feel for it. But there's like a couple of cutscenes that get in there too. So I think we're pretty much invested for a chunk of time once we get to that bit. There's like not much you can do. Half an hour props accounting for some deaths. Honestly, I think it might be best to put the pin in. Oh, crumbs! Dissatisfied! It is a pleasure to see ya! Oh! Half an hour tops. Village to Spiderbot to E to Prelude 1 to Prelude 2 to E fight. Yeah, we might... It might be best if we... You came at, like, right when we're starting to put a ribbon on things Dissatisfied. Although it is a pleasure to have you in, and I do hope that life is being kind to you, is not treating you with any more stress than you feel like you can deal with at the moment. But... we're probably going to be better off if we pick this up on... Thursday? Will be the next stream, because I've got work tomorrow and Wednesday. So, yeah, let's wind this down. Can have a bit of a cigarette, and at least take another couple of minutes. I love that moose. The moose? Wait, it's a toggle? Lock on is a toggle. Fuck me sideways. 7 sessions, and this is my like my second and 3/4 of a playthrough, and I only just realized that lock on is a toggle. I hate that. I hate it so much. Winding down is a good choice, yeah. So, Administrata. Stream schedule will be... I think... Like, I don't know if I'm gonna get my work hours bumped up, or if I'm gonna be put on night shifts. They've been pretty consistent about keeping me on day shifts, but, like, I haven't really had a talk with it about the boss... about it with the boss either, so... This has been kind of a lucky coincidence, I guess, but... it kind of feels like we're gonna be able to do Monday, Thursday, Fridays on the regular, which would be really nice. I'd like to be back in a consistently we can count on these days type of schedule. So, at the very least for this week, like Thursday, Friday, 8 o'clock, GMT plus 9. Thursday will be, looks like we're going to wrap up the A route and start up the B route for NieR. And Friday will be LBP. There's a couple of levels I want to take a look at. The Reddit's been pretty decent about getting levels up recently for LBP, for anybody who's still playing that, which I think is just me, actually. But there are a couple levels we'll probably be taking a look at then. Otherwise, I think that's everything for Administrata. Might be... Like, I'm in this weird spot where we're figuring out what life is gonna look like if the job stays consistent. I don't know really what that means. I'd like to get like at least 1 month's, maybe 2 months paycheck in before I start making any decisions about what I'm doing with myself. I don't think that'll affect stream too much, but like I'm kind of excited adjacent, I guess. I don't know if we're going to be pulling in enough money for me to be like, to seriously go in on HRT, but I would like that to be a thing. And, you know, being a little bit more, this could be a thing, is definitely exciting. But that, you know, if that works out to be a thing, I guess, you know, we'd be looking at trying to nail down a clinic. I guess November or December would be the earliest where I felt like I've got a good handle on what finances look like. as far as like what's spendable money gonna be. I mean, if we keep up with the theft, that does expand the spendable money. So there's that. I'll tell you what, like, requisitioning all the time, seriously, is pretty fucking annoying. It does keep me in, like, shampoo and conditioner, so that's always a thing, but kind of a pain in the butt. That's about it on this side of the world, I think. So, yeah. That's what life's looking like. Managed to go a whole month at the curry place. I think almost a whole month now. Without any significant injuries? Thank you, Ludo. I appreciate that. And thank you for dropping in. I always appreciate having y'all in here. It's been very, like, I don't think there's really been any streams in the past 3 years where I've walked away from a stream being like, that was a crappy stream. But I do feel like we've been building up something very, very pleasant here. And that goes to you all as well. Thank you so much, Buttons. I've got the fingers and toes crossed too. Like, you know, it's long past time and I want to get moving on it, so there's that. But my cigarette is just about finished, so it is that time. As always, please be getting all the water that you reasonably can. Get yourself some food in you at least once a day. Even if it's like, even if it's quote-unquote junk food, just to have something in your body, it'll help, especially if you got migraine issues. If you got medications, get them as close to schedule as you're able to. And remember that there's a lot of folks, I would bet a lot of them in this room right now, who've got your best interests at heart, who want you to have your best life. And I'm only one of those folks, but there's a lot of others out there, and I don't want you to feel alone and forget that. But that pretty much does it for us here this Go About. So from me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.